Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Trails of Cold Steel 3. In between episodes, nothing happened actually, I'm just loading a save because we ended Chapter 2. I thought this was anime for a second. Eastern Erebonian, Cruisin Province, Breahard. Oh, so Eustace? Duke Albrecht Mansion. You just see like Duke Albrecht's head on a pike. You know, for all the war crimes he did. Acting Duke's office. Wouldn't you just be a duke at this point?
I see. So Marquis Ragnar will be absent as well. I take it this means House Hyarms will be the only one of the four great houses in attendance.
Would that it were different. For all of his faults, Marquis Ragnar is a man of principle.
That's Angelica's dad, right?
Which makes his continuing house arrest for his actions during the Civil War all the more unfortunate.
I mean, it's not that surprising.
One can't be too careful with a man who can lead his own militia. Though compared to the Governor General of Crossbell, he's a mere child playing with toys.
Eustace.
Oh, Eustace, you look exactly the same. Then again, I guess Mackey's does
Sorry.
too. Actually, they
Just
all
idle
look
thoughts.
exactly the same.
By the by, what kind of man is this Marquis Ballad?
Every bit the man the rumors make him out to be. Foolhardy and greedy, but dangerously savvy when it comes to matters of personal gain. I can't even imagine how his presence will disrupt our conference. And I'm unfortunate enough to be his caretaker.
Well, with your father there, I can't imagine he'll be too much of a terror.
You don't know that.
Marquis Hyarms tends to have a sobering effect on people.
Very true. My father does not suffer fools gladly. But after the recent incidents in Crossbell and Sutherland, there's no telling what to expect. You would do well to
Actually, no,
exercise
there
caution
is telling
yourself.
what to expect, and that is for Ouroboros to rear its head and cause some issues. Or at least something to happen.
You hardly
Hopefully
need to remind
involving a
me.
mech.
Besides, I'm going to be among people I trust.
That's right. I suppose the conference does overlap with the branch campus's field exercises. Something else for me to look forward to. It will be a pleasure to see Class I's former rivals reunited after all.
Okay. So, we can guarantee Eustace is going to be with us next field exercise. But who else?
Lord Eustace, your visitor has arrived.
Ah, yes, let her in.
Right this way, young lady.
Thanks.
Oh, Milliam? Okay. We already had, well, she wasn't on a field exercise.
How's it going, Eustace? Long time no see.
Hello, Milliam. You're a little late.
Hey, it's not my fault it takes so long to get approved.
It might be
Why
because
do
you
I need to get
tend...
permission every time I want to see you anyway?
Because
The
you're
reason
like
should
a
be
dangerous
obvious, given each of our positions.
individual who has like a bunch of confidential information and who can't seem to hug Eustace.
Hey! Dodging's no fair.
Sometimes I fear you'll never learn. You're 15 now, aren't you? Would it kill you to act a bit more ladylike?
Me-
Mommy!
Oh. Bear hug. Dude, you can't call Eustace
Think
that.
fast.
Oh, hell.
Gotcha.
She is a face hugger, isn't she?
Get off me! You can't just jump on someone in an outfit like that.
This is true. Put some goddamn pants on.
Oh, you want to compare fashion notes, Mr. Fancy Haircut? But fine, if it keeps you from getting any more wrinkles.
Just get off.
I think she's trying to, dog. Wow, you are not eating any of that
Now
cake.
This is good.
What is the air that you keep shoveling into your mouth?
Every bit as tasty as the pancakes Tilly and I had earlier.
You know, the children in town are starting to act more like you.
That's not good.
Why do I get the feeling you've been teaching them?
Well, we have been hanging out a little. Every time I come visit you, I get to know them a little better. They're all really good kids.
That they are. So what if she was artificially created? She's just like any other girl. Aside from her complaints about not getting taller anyway.
It happens. Well, I guess if they are artificially
Something on your mind?
engineered, they probably aren't gonna get taller. Or age, maybe. I don't know. Are you ageless?
Not at all. So, how are things on your end? As for me, my schedule remains unchanged.
All right. Even with all the crazy stuff that's happened, I should be good to go. Are you excited? You and me going on vacation.
I suppose the place is so pretty that it would feel like a vacation.
Where are you going? Are we going? I'm assuming we're going there as the branch campus, but I thought we were going like maybe Rayard.
Even if we're walking into what is essentially a carnival of villainy.
You've got a way with words, Eustace.
Yeah, the way you speak and say things.
I just wish I had access to more information. Even if most of the classified stuff is just about nobles and the Bracer Guild.
I wouldn't worry about it. That's standard operating procedure for the intelligence division. Though, I imagine your status as an Ironblood gets you more leeway than others.
Still, if I had the same clearance as Lecter, I could be so much more helpful to everyone.
That's
from
probably
Class
why you
7.
don't actually have the same clearance as Lecter.
Rean, Elisa, and Machias seem to have it especially tough. Bea and Sarah, though, I think they can take care of themselves.
You
when
don't
are we
have
gonna
to
see
worry
Sarah?
about taking care of any of us.
I figured it's gotta be coming soon.
Besides, the fact that you're a part of Class 7 means so much more to us than any political favor you could offer.
I'm giving you another hug.
No, you are not.
I got a court order that I have to stay
Wait,
away of 50
what's that
yards from
sound?
school.
Ah, it must be Class 7 related. I wonder what...
No way.
Could it be?
Been a while,
Hey
Eustace.
guys, I actually kind of forgot about you for a second there.
Oh, and Milliam is with you too. Gaius?
Yeah, no, I actually totally forgot Gaius was a thing. Holy shit. When we were going into this cutscene, I'm like, okay, who haven't we had in our party yet? I'm like, okay, Eustace, obviously. Sarah's got to be one of them. And I didn't even think for a second that Gaius. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I actually just not even think about him. He was mentioned earlier. They're having trouble on the Calvar border, right? Kind of. The entertainment city. Okay. No. Oh, jaegers. What is it? Jaeger versus Jaeger? They all kind of look the same to me. Got the same equipment and armor for the most part, different colors. Somewhat different design. That guy just got headshot, but he was nailing down. That's fine. He was just cut in twain. You were also just cut in twain. And no one dies. Is it because there's a hail point there?
They're really going at it.
Hi, Shirley.
I figured Needhog would be good, but the other guys are no slouches themselves. Betcha they'll give us a pretty good fight.
They've both been in shambles ever since the Civil War. The dragon lost its head. And as for the other group, well...
Guess this makes it a fight neither side can afford to lose. I'd like to have a battle with a certain someone myself.
She says every morning she wakes up.
You wouldn't be talking about little old me now, would you? Easy now, Blitz. I'm unarmed, see? I should be the one on edge here.
For some reason, I doubt that. Most people unarmed in this game usually have a reason for being unarmed.
Sorry, but I'd rather not take any chances. Not with someone who can go toe-to-toe with Lord Balder.
Aw, lighten up. Can't you relax around an old drinking buddy?
I think Daddy might be the only person who could drink with you and not be nervous. That said,
Do you use a gun? Why do you have shotgun
this
shells
is
on your
pretty
legs?
weird. I saw you and Uncle Balder kill each other with my own eyes.
Yeah, but like death apparently doesn't have a meaning in this game.
And now you're here. Does this have something to do with that cool purple shadow thing?
Who can say?
So yes?
Seriously, though, you don't really want to start a fight in a place like this, do you? The two of you against little old me? I'd have zero chance of winning.
You're real funny, old man. But I get it. We're all just observers this time.
That was a weird jumping animation.
So, once you get things squared away with your business, come pay us a visit. We'll be waiting.
Excuse us, Jaeger King.
Think there's anything good in those boxes? Probably just septic.
Really had me sweating there. Old man like me wouldn't stand a chance against all that youthful exuberance.
Did you just scratch your butt? Or you pulled a cigar out of your butt? You shouldn't smoke that then.
Don't you think?
Hi, Sarah. Good lord.
I'm just talking to myself. Don't let it spook you. The Colonel, your dad, took good care of me back in the day. Introduced me to my favorite brand of smokes. By the way, I meant to thank you for taking care of Fee. Chasing us from battlefield to battlefield's all well and good, but raising that kid right is what really matters. Even if you're practically a kid yourself.
She is in her 30s? But I guess you might be in your 40s, so I guess that is a kid to you for some reason? Hi, Sarah. I like your outfit.
Yikes. That was just like 3 years ago. Colonel. I haven't heard that in a while. Bloody Shirley. No, the Sanguine Ogre. She had to have noticed me too. I've been off the front lines for too long. Meanwhile, Fee's been picking up skill after skill. I'm really starting to feel my age. Wait, what am I saying? I'm only 27.
Really?
Well, almost 28, but... Either way, I'm too young to be old.
Yes, you are. That's not even... Even in the 30s, that's not even... I know in JRPG standards, yes. You're an accomplished warrior when you're like 15, you're a veteran when you're 20, and you're too old to be fighting when you're 30. I get that, alright? I do get that. But at the same time... Shut up. Can that dress be cut any higher? I mean, it could. The rating would have to
We've got two of
change.
the strongest Jaeger corps, the dragons and these Jaegers in purple, battling it out. One way or another, things are gonna come to a head. For me and for the kids.
I thought you were in your 30s.
And you know, even if he is a far cry from the Viscount, I have to admit, the Jaeger King is a real fox.
Your arm is fused into your boob right now. I would be more concerned about that, aside from feeling like all googly eyes for an older man. Are you on the ocean? That's beautiful, actually. A little greenish highlight. Hello! Can I have you when you're not a rock? I do
Well,
believe.
someone's early for a change. Basking in its glory? Even I was surprised when I first saw it.
Yeah. I hear there's another one in a place called Nord.
Yes, just about the same size, too.
So those actual mechs encased in stone? If that's the case, we should have picked it up in the first game.
Even though it's a very different shape. Wait, is something bothering you?
No. I don't sense any power within this thing. It's nothing but a shell. Just makes me wonder where the insides went.
Insides?
Sorry we're late.
Have you been a good girl, Jubilee?
Took you too long enough.
I said sorry. Oh, the almighty conflagration is with you.
My, are we interrupting something intimate?
That would be a ship.
Don't even joke about that. I would never. Especially not with some lazy, irresponsible bum like him.
Never is right. No man could ever sway a little lord's pet like her. Well, aside from maybe that Ashen kid. Isn't he your type?
Oh.
Dear me.
Absolutely not!
So yes.
And what do you mean, Lord's pet? If anything, McBurn, you don't have enough respect for the Anguis.
I guess that makes two of us.
It's you.
It has been a while, fool.
When was the last time? The crossbell incident?
I believe so. Though we've all been busy roaming across
That's the last time you
continent,
saw each other?
So I won't hold it against you. With that, all of us who were stationed to the west are here. Except Shirley, that is.
Yeah, the crazy ogre chick's off getting a read on the front lines.
The thought of her off on her own scares me a little. But we have preparations to make.
Well, technically she's not on her own. She has that dude. What's his name? Gareth? Fee's dad called him Blitz, right? Maybe that's a nickname?
Before our beautiful and proud lord arrives. There's no need for that.
So Duval, you're just the standard brown noser.
My lord.
I didn't expect you to arrive so early.
That armor is dope. Oh, you got a helmet.
My lord, I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think I would get to see you so soon.
Didn't we break that? Or is that a new one?
Nor did I. I thought we had several days left to
I
wait.
guess you could just make a new helmet, right? I do like your armor.
Did something change among the Anguis?
Yes. The Oathbreaker and Lady Maribel decided to take on Arteria. And the professor completed the final aeon earlier than planned.
Sounds like he's been working hard.
He probably didn't like what happened to his last one.
Well, you melted it. I'm mad about that dog.
Ah, Campanella and McBurn. How long has it been? About a year?
Sounds about right.
Still wearing that clunky helmet of yours, I see.
I thought is it the same one? I thought we broke it.
There's a nice breeze right now, so why don't you take it off?
McBurn! How dare you say that to our lord?
He might just be trying to pick a fight with her. You don't know.
Now, Duvalie. He's no subject of mine. Since we're ahead of schedule, why don't we have a little duel?
I think you're scratching his itch.
If you can manage to tear this helm from my head, I'll be able to feel the lovely breeze you mentioned.
Nah.
Wow.
I'm good. Not because I think I'll lose, but because I don't think I can actually win. Just like all of our other fights.
What?
You're right. Although, the outcomes may have been different had you taken my sword lessons more seriously.
He doesn't use a sword.
Damn it. Don't treat me like I'm Louvet.
Just what is their relationship?
Is it the final aeon?
Now let us begin.
Can I see it?
The third of our experiments to reclaim the Phantasmal Blaze plan. To determine whether or not a vessel can gain power through combat.
You mean gain experience and level up? Maybe. Divine Knights can. Chapter 3, Pulse of Steel. So in the intro, we were what? Level 30s? Something around that? I know Rean's mid-30s, but the students are still very underleveled compared to that. June, the hydrangeas began to bloom, heralding the beginning of the summer. And leaves, situated just west of Heimdall, light rain showers came and went. It's coming right now, in fact. So we're probably getting close to that part of the game, yeah? The intro. It's not raining that hard. The rain should not be having an effect on those umbrellas. Yo, anyone want to play Vantage Masters? I've missed that game. Yo, Sandy, I got some seeds for you, but apparently you already planted them? That's very nice of you, Celestine. I mean, you don't have to do that. That's Sandy's job. Where's she going? After 2 field exercises, the branch campus reputation began to spread far and wide, and with this renown became additional funding and equipment to enhance the school. Neat. Kinda wish we got more mechs. Hi, man. Yo, we got more mechs! Those are fantastic! Alright, bye. Are those parts from the melted dude? In addition, the campus welcomed some new faculty. Oh, so Becky and Josette? Or is she just dropping some stuff off? So we finally have a student store. Becky, a graduate of Thors main campus, opened a student store. Oh, is she gonna be we finally have a school nurse? It took 3 chapters, well, prologue and 3 chapters to get a school nurse. But I guess this is Celine's room now. Due to her training at St. Ursula Medical School, or college, Linda was the perfect candidate to take over the medical facility, or office. I can read, and though it was only a few, there were some important transfers among the students. I'm assuming Ash and Muse are joining our class, right? Due to the intro? Man, it's already the weekend. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks since we got back from Crossbell. Time sure does fly. We got back 19 days ago to be exact. Tomorrow's a free day, but I feel like I have a little energy left. Huh, looks like you've gotten a bit tougher, Allie. Leo told me you're doing pretty good in the swimming club. I still can't swim more than 40 args though. It seems you've been working hard at tennis practice yourself, Yuna. In fact, I've heard you have an exhibition match with a high school in Heimdall. Yeah, apparently their tennis club was just founded too, so we figured it'd be a perfect matchup. You know, so we could pound them into the ground. Huh, I hope the rain clears up. I wanted to get in some practice after school. According to the forecast, it should be sunny after 4 p.m. But judging from your grades, Yuna, shouldn't you be studying instead? You're so predictable. Well, the finals are still a month away, so you've got some time. You shouldn't let it get that bad, though. Like, if it's that bad that she has to mention it, you shouldn't let it get that bad. There's no way I've got enough time for club practice and studying. You don't have to practice for any classes, matches in chess club, do you, Kurt? Actually, we do have a match set up with another high school as well. A significant amount of my study time has gone to reading over match transcripts and teaching the game to Sydney. I forgot what a brainiac you are. Why, thank you. I take that as a compliment. The two have been getting along lately. Oh yeah, I'm checking out the campus store this morning, and it's pretty nice. They got stuff from sale all over. Or from all over on sale? Yeah, wait, what was that? It's pretty nice. They got stuff from all over on sale, yeah. I picked up the latest Imperial Chronicle there, too. The shop is run by Instructor Rean's fellow graduate, Ms. Becky, correct? She doesn't have a last name. This school is, at last, starting to resemble a real military school. The buildings have always been nice, but they were sort of empty on the inside. I feel like the medical office and guarding area have finally started running too. I think Miss Lynn is the one running the medical office. Also went to Thors with instructor Rean. And Sandy's done an amazing job with the gardening area. On top of all that, we also have the new Panzer Soldat models. Which is fantastic. I'm surprised to hear you read the Imperial Chronicle, though. I didn't think you could actually read, Yuna. I thought that you'd find it boring, given that most of its articles cover the Imperial mainland. Well, I've been trying to be more open lately. Also, they run an article on Crosswell every now and then, so I've been trying to pick up the new issue when I can. Oh, and there was something on the table of contents I was gonna ask about. What's the big conference thing about? Oh, is it that time of year already? I think it's later than usual. The Imperial Provincial Council, held once a year, is a gathering of all the highest-ranking aristocrats in the Empire. None whose title is lesser than Count are permitted entry. Traditionally, it's been organized by the four great houses. Last year, it was held at St. Ark and hosted by Marquis High Arms. The four great houses, I've heard of them before. They're pretty much the ones who run this country. Two of them got thrown into jail after the Civil War, though, right? I remember Allie mentioning she caught one of them. You mean Duke Cayenne Pepper? He was the leader of the Noble Alliance during the Civil War. Duke Alberea was the other one. He was captured by the original Class VII. He was charged with abuse of the people and arson. It was his second son that arrested him. Jeez, sounds like a horrible guy, yeah? But the original Class VII was involved in all that too. So that means Duke Alberea's second son, the one who arrested him, was Governor General Rufus's younger brother, Eustace. I hear he's now acting as the new head of the Alberea family. Though their power may be waning, this country is still one ruled by the nobility. Were they to suddenly withdraw from running the empire, the central government would not yet be able to manage it on its own. In that sense, the Imperial Provincial Council still holds great importance to this country. So if the new head of the family... if he's the new head of that family, does that mean this Eustace guy's gonna be there too? Well, if he's Instructor Rean's friend, I'm sure he'll support all the right stuff. Huh? I mean, I'm not saying I trust him just because he's Instructor Rean's friend. It's just everyone from Class 7 besides Instructor Rean is so nice. Rean's overly nice. He's kind of dense and a little boring sometimes, but he's nice. Why do you keep looking at me like that? Oh, no, don't mind us. I'm starting to understand what it means to be a sucker for someone. Good morning, everyone. Seems like things are pretty lively in here. Good morning, she says, staring daggers into Yuna. Hey, just don't burst in here all of a sudden like that. It's my classroom. Wait, why are you here later than usual? More importantly, you left the door open. What, were you born in a barn? Haha, sharp as ever. It's a bit sudden, but starting today we'll be getting some new members in our class. Please let Tita be one of them, though I highly doubt it is. What? Sudden is an understatement. Alright, you two. Yeah, it's gonna be Muse and Ash. Come in. Dots. You two? I'm sure you all know each other by now, but go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. I'm Muse Egret. I've transferred from military finance to join you here in Class 7. It's truly a pleasure to meet you all.
Even though we've already met many times.
Ash Carbide, transferring from combat tactics. Got no plans to make friends here, but nice to meet you.
Or anywhere. No one likes you, Ash. Beginning this week, they will be transferred to Class 7. Ash Carbide from Class 8 and Muse Egret from Class 9. According to the reports, these two are a bit too unruly. Consider this a punishment of sorts for them, and for you, Rean. Dots. It's not that I don't get it, but... Don't us instructors share some of the blame, too? Oh, I had already planned to shuffle the classes around a little. And Class 7 had needed more members from the beginning. Yeah, you're not wrong. Especially after the incident at our two last failed exercise locations. Well, that's true, especially considering that what might happen in the future. What's your take on it? It's like, I refuse. Muse sexually harasses me every turn of the corner, and Ash might be plotting to, like, kill me. I'm not sure. No question, the two of them have more than enough skill and mental fortitude. If they don't have any objections to the transfer, I'd be more than happy to take them. I would rather have Tita. That's about it. Maybe Lenore, so I can make her use an axe. Good to hear. Any objections, Chief Instructor? I'm objection incarnate. Of course I have some. Well, more lessons are held jointly for all 3 classes, so there should be no problems. Is this really just coincidence? The intelligence event did mention something about carbide. Well then, it's been decided. Now Class 7 has 5 members! Fair warning, Ash can be a bit ordinary, so good luck dealing with him. I will chop his legs off. Yeah, got it. Ash and Muse, I should go talk to each of them in person. The second parrot, Tactics Theory. Do tactics exist? That's the theory. This is called mobile defense. You lure the enemy main forces to where you want them with a token defense line, then counterattack from a different direction. You'll need to distribute your troops, be flexible, and coordinate well, but it's a tactic that can be pulled off, even with what we've got here. This is one of the things Uncle taught me. They don't teach you this kind of stuff at Police Academy. Yeah, because it's a police academy. They're not gonna teach you like military tactics, unless it's like military police. But even then, like, they're gonna teach you like stuff how to deal with civilians for the most part at Police Academy. I see, so it's both offensive and defensive measure. Actually, someone actually bothered to name such a basic what's that basic bitch idea? Basic ass idea? Scribble, scribble. Fourth period, international politics. All international spaces belong to Erebonian. That is why we invade them and annex them. Half of the agreements reached during the West American Trade Conference has been nullified, but the other half is still in place, and many hope they'll come a bridge to repair relations between the Empire and the Republic. That'll be the day. One of these is an agreement signed by all the countries that the Transcontinental Railroad connects. The other countries of Zamaria. Perhaps I must study them a bit more. Kurt, I definitely feel like you would benefit from like traveling the world. I know some of these names, but all these technical terms. A rather unique point of view from an NGO. This is stupid. Agreements like that are made to be broken. Scribble, scribble. Altina is the only good student. Now, no need to get all tense. It's time for our once-a-week class of art on the arts. That is not the class I thought you were actually going to be teaching. I think that was mentioned earlier, but still, no matter if you're a noble or a commoner, Erebonian or otherwise, you must nourish your soul with art. Last time we covered melodies, chords, and rhythms. We listened to Dr. Dre for like 3 hours. Orion, sing the first patches of the NWA straight out of Compton. What? Just like that? Okay. Jesus, I now want to play Lunar the Silver Star story. Holy shit, this is... Yeah, Muse, you're right. This is actually just full of lunar nostalgia for me. The performance lacked emotion, but it's very precise and beautiful in its own way. Golf clap. The emotional expression needs work, but having such precise melody, chords, and rhythm can still be soothing in its own way. Now, if we add a chord here, we should see that... Homeroom. Good job today, everyone. Muse, Ash, now that you're part of Class 7, your lessons won't change much, but let me know if either of you have any concerns. Oh, I'm perfectly fine, thank you. You can even hold me for detention if you want. Nothing I can't handle. Aside our art classes, anyway. I think it's safe to say everyone in that class is nervous. I didn't expect her to have me sing like that. Well, I didn't expect you to be able to do it on demand like that. Also, current music I get, but why are you so smart too, Ash? Every single time you were called on in class, you knew the answer, no problem. Who knows? Maybe I'm just smarter than you. What did you just say? I think everyone's smarter than you, Yuna. Yeah, you're all in the same class now, so work on getting along. Of course, my door's always open because it doesn't actually have a lock. But if you need any of you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know why I'm wearing my glasses either. Well, if that's the case, perhaps I'll stop by your room tonight for some private lessons. Seriously, enough with that already! Sheesh. Our class has suddenly become far more livelier.
Stand.
And bow. Or else. What is... Oh, it's on my monitor. Okay, I gotta clean that. Sorry. No, it's like... There was like a little black dot on Muse's face, and I was like, what the hell is that, and where did that come from? Yeah, but apparently I just need to clean my monitor or something. It's the only part on the screen that's dirty, though. I just wiped this down the other day. Wait a minute, what the well, whatever. It's all pretty out of the blue, you know? Were you two both okay with being moved around like that? I did enjoy my old class, and was not particularly keen on leaving, but how could I pass up a chance to be with Instructor Rean? Okay, yeah. That one's on me. I should have known asking you was a waste of my time. I thought you of all people would be staunchly opposed to being in Instructor Rean's classes. You're pretty vocal about how much you hate him. I don't hate him. I just don't like him is all. I know he's not a bad guy and he's been through a lot of crap, I'll give him that. Not to mention those special powers of his. That's... How do you know about that? That's my secret. But yeah, that man's a riot. That guy's a riot. His friend's with a talking cat and flies around in a big toy from the Dark Ages. So let's just say that being in his class gives me a front row seat to the gag comet that is his life. That's... Hey, if we're to be classmates, I prefer to avoid any trouble you cause. I have no doubt we'll all get along just fine. Every one of us has an interest in Instructor Rean one way or the other. Me especially. I'm practically sliding off my seat. Including Ash, of course, though he never admitted himself. Huh, now you mention it. Suppose Ash would not have taken the actions he has, were he truly uninterested. Now I understand. Oh, damn it, you're not just some girl, are you? You're a she-devil in human skin, or should I call you a harpy, Egret? Oh, no, I much prefer you call me a pretty white lily. Well, anyways. Muse Ash, welcome to Class 7, Special Operations. Let's do our best together and show Instructor Rean what we're made of. Though our class has grown, we're still smaller than either of the other two classes. It would be best if we were to work together on any task we can. Good to have you aboard. First, we'll do Panzer Soldat training, or was it the Keep? I think it's it's Keep first, then Soldat. This team spirit's gonna make my lunch come up. But if you're planning to show Schwarzer up, I'm all in. This must be with the will of the goddess. I thank you for the warm welcome. As usual, tomorrow's briefing will be held at 3 p.m. in the Tactical Conference Room. I'll see you all then. Alright, bye! How are you newbies treating you? You got a colorful group going on. I imagine a bit difficult dealing with both Muse and Ash. The way I see it, they were meant to be in Class 7. Besides, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can really do. As their instructor and as a fellow member of Class 7, I'll do everything I can to help them hone their best qualities, yeah. Really now? That's very you, Rean. Well, if you ever need any help training them, give me a holler. Sure thing, thanks. Oh, Rean, I nearly forgot. We got these in earlier. Got what in earlier? Something good? The rain's making it so gloomy out. I love rain. Not thunder these days, though. It's supposed to clear up by evening, though. New pair of Class 7 notebooks. We'll need these for their missions. But wow, we really come together since the field exercise in Crossbell. Went through a lot, but overall, it was a good experience. Was it though? I mean, it was fine at some parts, but Sharon got burned, Yuna had a mental breakdown, she recovered from it, which I guess is good. But at the same time, McBurn destroyed that awesome mech. The leader of the gnomes. Who could that man be? There's no way it's possible. Well, anyways, I guess I should find Ash and Musa and give them their notebooks. I'd also like to chat with Lynn and Becky while I'm out. Alright, Celine said she was going to the academy even though it was raining. She said there was something she needed to look into. Maybe I'll check on her. Attain Yuna's tennis / BJ's. Altina's academy swimsuit. Oh, that's just fucking weird, dog. Thank you from Elliot. It's perfect. The wind chime you bought me is exactly what I needed for the upcoming season. Just listen to it, I can imagine a cool breeze blowing through the air to relax me. I've been listening to it to relax before my concerts too. You're so thoughtful, Rean. I hope I can find something just as nice for you. That's so sweet. It's nice to hear he's helping them with his concerts. I'm quite surprised. I've never mind did I think I'd receive lipstick as a gift. That's not to say it's a bad gift. I like it a lot, actually. I've never worn makeup before, so I'll have to have Monica get Monica's advice on how to properly apply it. I'd like to show you how it looks on me one day, so be prepared. What does be prepared mean in that context? I know it's not the most subtle gift, but she likes it, so that's all that matters. Hi! Jesus, where the hell did you come from? You were not there a second ago, dog. Do I have a problem with you? Maybe? What happened? Yeah, what happened to people that were in prison? But after the recent event, the government is looking into their treatment of the former SSS. Yeah, I mean, if I was the former SSS people, they're probably getting prepared if you try anything, I would imagine, so they can counteract your shit. There is a green star over here. Actually, before we do that, Wendy. Yep, that is Wendy. We had seeds, didn't we? Or did we like automatically give those to Sandy at the end? Because we saw onion seeds pop up. And I'm like, we just found those, didn't we? So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Ingredients? No. I'm not gonna put on Altina's swimsuit because that is like, man, that's creepy. So you got Fury Axe. Like the first time we've been able to see your equipment. And you have a Violetta. Your arts. Okay. What are your master quartz? I think we've seen these before, obviously. So Virgo, yeah, we have been using that. And Scorpio. Okay. I wonder... Oh no. Oh, we have Sophia now. Okay, cool. No, that's awesome. Where's Machias's one? Oh, Keeper. There you go. Not that I'll use it, but that's neat. Alright, yeah, okay, I'm gonna end the episode here, and then we're gonna go around school. I should have sold my septimus at the bank. And again, I think I got most of this during the tower, so I couldn't have. But still, that's fine. Alright, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.